Chapter 327. Sweet Little Angels Lili Lila. However, Liamo looked at Lin Wanting, who was in his arms and did not move for a long time. His brows were tightly furrowed. He thought that the other party was injured and not feeling well. "What's wrong with you? Did you sprain your ankle?" Li Mo's words startled 001. She let out a soft hum, "That's good," so that she wouldn't have to think of any reasons. Lin Wanting did look very weak. Liamo did not doubt him. Therefore, he carried 001 horizontally and walked to a rock at the side to put her down. This feeling was indeed very novel to 001. After all, she was the one who carried Liamo like this last time. In the eyes of the general of planet Araga, Liamo was the fragile creature that needed her careful care. In the end, she was treated like this by him. Liamo squatted down in front of 001. He reached out and gently held her ankle. Liamo hesitated for a moment. He still reached out and began to help 001 take off her shoes. He explained to her, "Don't move, I'll take a look for you." Liamo was not used to having intimate actions with others. He also did not want to have any ambiguous actions with girls that would cause misunderstandings. But now, Lin Wanting was an injured classmate who needed help. If he still cared about these things, it would be too cold-blooded. 001 looked intently at Liamo, who was squatting in front of her. She could only see the gentleness in his eyes at this moment. Liamo had no distracting thoughts. He was just worried that his classmate would help her check. Lin Wanting's foot was fine. When Liamo relaxed, he felt a gaze that could not be ignored. This was not as aggressive as when Lin Wanting was staring at him previously. This made Liamo raise his head curiously. He happened to bump into 001's focused gaze that was staring at him in a daze. That pair of black and white eyes seemed to only have him. It made Liamo's heart palpitate involuntarily. Liamo suddenly lowered his head, as if he was deliberately avoiding something. "Your foot is fine. Let me help you up." With that, Liamo put on 001's shoes and was about to help her up. 001 looked at him inquisitively. Just now, Liamo's emotional fluctuations were a little strange. Why? When he met Lin Wanting's puzzled gaze, Liamo's heart skipped a beat. He avoided her gaze again. Liamo did not look at 001 throughout the whole process. He helped her walk to the place where the students gathered. Many female students and even male students have prepared meals. 001 went over to help them. "Liamo, this is delicious. Try it." Liamo's friend picked up a piece of kung pao chicken and put it in his bowl. Liamo's brows furrowed slightly. Before he could say anything, a pair of chopsticks snatched the food from his bowl. Under everyone's burning gaze, 001 said gently, "He can't eat spicy food." 001 calmly ate the food she picked up from Liamo's bowl. She thought that she was really a good alagama. Although she would not have been injured without Liamo, she should be grateful to others for their help, so she should help him. Then, 001 smiled at Liamo and reached out to pick up his favorite stir-fried asparagus with her chopsticks. There was no need to thank her. She did things without asking for anything in return. Liamo looked at 001 with a complicated look in his eyes. Even the asparagus in his bowl seemed to have changed in taste. Liamo lowered his head in silence. Finally, he picked up the asparagus and ate it. Obviously, he could not accept this in the past, and it was impossible for him to eat it. Maybe it was because the shock brought to him by Lin Wanting was so great that he forgot it. Most of the students in the cram school were in the same class as Lin Wanting and Liamo before. Seeing this situation, they couldn't help but look at each other. They all knew that Liamo had an ex-girlfriend, Sun Jiaoyang, who went abroad, and Liamo could not forget her. Now their commissary in charge of studies was going to pursue Liamo? However, Lin Wanting was as gentle and considerate as ever, which made them envious of Liamo's luck. 001 didn't take this matter to heart at all. She had no idea what kind of ripples her actions had caused in other people's hearts. In the middle of the meal, Liamo suddenly remembered that Lin Wanting had just finished eating the food in his bowl and picked up some for himself with those chopsticks. Then, he ate it. Liamo's mind was full of this sentence, and then he choked hard. This caused 001 to look at him sideways, and she poured him a glass of water. Seeing this, other people teased Liamo ambiguously, and some even made a scene. This made Liamo choke even harder. 001 really didn't notice this embarrassing atmosphere. She reached out and patted Liamo on the back to calm him down. 001 couldn't help but sigh in her heart. Earth males were so fragile that they could hurt their bodies just by eating. It seemed that she had to be more careful with them in the future. Li Mo's ears were already burning up uncontrollably. As soon as 001 got closer, he could smell the fragrance on her body. When he recalled the feeling of touching her just now, his cheeks began to heat up uncontrollably. Li Mo had never felt so helpless before. He dodged 001 as if he was running away from something. At this time, Li Mo suddenly had a feeling that since he met Lin Wanting during the summer vacation, his life began to be out of control, and he became different from himself. 001 didn't notice anything at all. She continued to eat happily, and didn't notice that other people were looking at them more ambiguously. Li Mo felt very uncomfortable in his heart, but he could only pretend that nothing had happened. Li Mo couldn't help but steal a glance at Lin Wanting. He found that this girl, who looked like a lady from a noble family, was indeed very silly sometimes, or even in love. After the meal, someone was assigned to wash the dishes. 001 and Li Mo both went to set up tents. 001 had never done these things before, but as long as she searched for information, she could copy it and do it. However, 001 was still very keen in these aspects. She compared the strength that Lin Wanting should have and understood that she shouldn't be able to do these things by herself. It happened that Li Mo came to help the boy. Li Mo stood beside 001 without saying a word. However, Li Mo accidentally put his hand on 001's hand. Both of them stopped moving. 001 looked up at Li Mo. Why didn't he take it away? What was he waiting for? Should he take it away himself? However, Li Mo's heart couldn't calm down again. He even couldn't help clenching it. After coming to himself, Li Mo realized what he had done, which made him turn his face away in embarrassment. He felt that he couldn't face Lin Wanting's eyes, but the smooth and soft touch stayed in his heart. Li Mo felt that he couldn't respond to what Lin Wanting had done, but he made such an ambiguous gesture to her. It was his fault. Li Mo took a deep breath and forced himself to calm down and take his hand away. He didn't turn his head. He didn't know what to say to Lin Wanting. Just as he said the word you, he heard the same voice beside him. Li Mo stopped and pretended to be calm as he said, "You go first." But in fact, Li Mo's heart was beating very fast at this time. He held his breath and listened to Lin Wanting's words. "The shelf over there is about to fall apart." 001 hurriedly held it up and said to Li Mo. She didn't know why Li Mo's mood suddenly became strange again. He didn't even care about the task. This once again confirmed in 001's heart that the males on the earth were strange creatures, and their minds were delicate and emotional. Li Mo. He felt that all his excitement and nervousness had been fed to a dog. Li Mo pursed his lips and blinked his eyes. He didn't seem to be in a good mood. Li Mo continued to help 001 set up the tent in silence, but he didn't say a word again. Of course, 001 didn't care. It seemed that when Li Mo left, his breath was a little gloomy. And he unconsciously looked back at 001, but 001 had a soft smile on his face. His eyes were shining and looking at the tent, and he didn't look at him at all. Li Mo. His face tensed up even more as he quickened his pace. At night, 001 was lying in the tent. She was a little excited and couldn't sleep. This was really a novel experience. However, Error suddenly shouted, Not good. Li Mo went to the pool in the back mountain. 001 was puzzled and said, "What's wrong with that?" Although it was very strange to go to that place at night without sleeping. You don't know, many teenagers on the earth die in the water. And, have you ever heard of suicide for love? 001. 001 couldn't lie down anymore. She jumped up and ran to the back mountain. After all, this was the young man she liked so much. He was her first love that she had tried her best to pursue. In this relationship, Sun Jiaoyang did pay more than Li Mo. Moreover, she also thought that the one who fell in love first must be the loser. Even if she was beautiful and charming, smiled brightly at Li Mo, and was generous and confident in front of others, but in this relationship, she felt inferior. And Li Mo was also in love for the first time. He was also a novice, and there were many places in the relationship that he didn't handle well. Chapter 328. The Cute Little Angels. Li la la la. Yes, 001 accepts the order. 001 nodded slightly in salute, to receive the things it sent out. Her voice and expression were as cold and emotionless as the machine just now. However, when she saw the contents clearly, a rare stunned expression appeared on her expressionless face. Her voice, which was firm and decisive in giving orders in battle, was also uncertain at this time. Reward 001. The Journey of Earth's 7 Emotions and 6 Desires. What does this mean? 001 asked doubtfully. However, the voice of the machine was still monotonous. Dear General, I don't know. This is all the Marshal's order. After saying that, it disappeared. After all, it had already done what the Marshal had instructed it to do. Don't you understand? The one who spoke was the companion error of 001. Everyone on planet Araga was born with a companion artifact. Deep feelings, accompanied for life, but things were like their owners. She nodded, her eyes filled with confusion. Your combat ability is already the strongest in Araga, but on the contrary, the intelligence of the Araga people is generally not even 1/10 of that of the people on Earth. The Marshal hopes that you will go to Earth to study hard. What's more, a qualified and strongest warrior is not a killing machine. He hopes that you can have feelings. The people on Earth are the most emotional creatures. 001 was the most outstanding soldier. She would do her best to complete the mission given by the Marshal seriously, and this time was no exception. Even though 001 thought that this was the strangest and most confusing mission she had ever received, in the past, all she had to do was to annihilate the magical beasts that invaded Araga. The people of Araga were all well-developed and simple-minded. They really couldn't be compared to the cunning people of Earth. However, 001 still accepted it solemnly. Just like every time she shouldered a mission, 001 landed on Earth with her companion error. She knew nothing about Earth. Quickly go invisible. The companion error quickly shouted at 001 just as it was about to land. 001 had always trusted its judgment, so she immediately opened a protective shield to protect herself. At the same time, she also prevented others from seeing her. After 001 stood firm, she suddenly felt embarrassed, although she didn't know this emotion. She was glad that she had listened to error. Otherwise, she was afraid that she would cause panic among the people on Earth. Because in the eyes of 001, the people on Earth were too small, not even the size of her finger. 001 looked down and saw a group of small insects crawling under her feet. The Araga's body size is too different from Earthlings. You have to shrink. 001 also realized that she couldn't live on Earth with her original body. However, this ratio seemed to be 1 in 1,000, and the strength of 001 would also decrease with the size of the body. But, error, if I become so weak on Earth, won't it be dangerous? Earthlings have developed brains, but their bodies are very weak. 1,000th of your strength is enough to deal with them. Hearing Error's words, 001 was relieved. When she became the same size as an Earthling, she removed the protective shield and looked at the planet with a curious gaze. Don't worry. I have already collected all the information on Earth. I can show it to you slowly. Now, figure out the mission requirements. As soon as they arrived on Earth, Error automatically received the information. This should have been set up by the Marshal. Many worlds on this planet have problems. We need to maintain and repair them. During this process, it will be the perfect time for you to experience the 7 emotions and 6 desires. 001. The companion error said this, but with 001's brain, there was no way for her to understand it. Then, take the world we arrived in as an example, and you will understand. Lin Wanting has had a crush on Li Mo since high school, the handsome young man in the white shirt sitting in front of her. His wise and clear eyes fell on the blackboard, listening attentively to the lesson. His cold and serious eyes solving problems. His slender white fingers on the desk holding an exercise book. All of these made Lin Wanting deeply fascinated with him. Lin Wanting came from a family of scholars. Her mother worked in the Education Bureau, and her father was a calligrapher. She had a strong scholarly aura since she was a child. She was also gentle and reserved, and her appearance was graceful. How could a girl like her easily express her feelings, not to mention at such an important moment in high school? She could only silently watch the boy sitting in front of her every day, carefully guarding this happiness. However, this balance was soon broken by a transfer student, Sun Jiaoyang. She was a passionate and lively young lady from a rich family, and her appearance was also beautiful. From the first day she transferred, she fell in love with Li Mo. She confessed to him in front of the whole class, saying that she would definitely pursue him. At the time, Sun Jiaoyang's actions were extremely rebellious and bold. She was almost labeled as a bad student and a bad girl. However, Sun Jiaoyang's father was the CEO of the biggest group in the area. Since Sun Jiaoyang lost her mother when she was young, he spoiled her very much. He would not give her anything she wanted. He did not care about such a small thing, and even praised his daughter for having character and courage. Moreover, after Sun Jiaoyang transferred, CEO Sun became the biggest sponsor of the high school. The school could only turn a blind eye to Sun Jiaoyang's actions. From then on, Sun Jiaoyang became Li Mo's deskmate. She started to pester and chase after him every day. In the beginning, Li Mo did not react to Sun Jiaoyang's confession, which made Lin Wanting feel slightly at ease. However, at the same time, she envied and admired Sun Jiaoyang. He could be so bold and not care about how others saw him, and she could not do that. This made her heart sour. Moreover, as Sun Jiaoyang pursued Li Mo step by step, it made Lin Wanting even more nervous. This was because Li Mo had treated Sun Jiaoyang as nothing in the beginning, but later on, he no longer rejected her. He even accepted her and tolerated her. Lin Wanting had been watching Li Mo in the dark for so long. She knew his reaction like the back of her hand, which made her even more shocked. But other than feeling bitter and crying behind his back, there was nothing she could do. She could only bury her feelings in the bottom of her heart. Sun Jiaoyang was like a small sun that crashed into Li Mo. She was not afraid of his coldness and disregard. With such a sincere heart in front of him, and with her pursuing him so passionately, it's normal for Li Mo to be moved. Sun Jiaoyang's results were not good, but she was talented. She was outstanding in singing, dancing, and playing the piano. Li Mo was the class representative, Lin Wanting was the study representative, and Sun Jiaoyang was the recreational representative. In order to pursue Li Mo, Sun Jiaoyang tried her best to get close to him. Because his results were always first in the year, she found excuses to get him to tutor her. In fact, Sun Jiaoyang hated studying the most. But because of Li Mo, her results kept improving. In the end, Sun Jiaoyang and Li Mo got together. They became a couple that everyone in the class admired. Sun Jiaoyang could tell that Lin Wanting had feelings for Li Mo. Hence, she had been rejecting her. Ever since Li Mo and Sun Jiaoyang got together, Lin Wanting was very disappointed and sad. But since it had become a reality, Lin Wanting learned to let it go. She hid her feelings better. However, after they graduated from high school, Li Mo broke up with Sun Jiaoyang. This relationship was initiated by Sun Jiaoyang. She was the one who chased after Li Mo. She felt that she was the one who put in more effort in this relationship. Sun Jiaoyang was a pampered young lady. If she didn't really like Li Mo, how could she put down her pride in front of him? Before she got together with Li Mo, Sun Jiaoyang just wanted him to accept her. But after she got together with Li Mo and became his girlfriend, Sun Jiaoyang wasn't satisfied. She yearned for more. She felt that Li Mo wasn't warm enough to her. He didn't like him as much as she liked him. Moreover, Sun Jiaoyang had a childhood sweetheart, Qian Tian, who was deeply in love with her. He was secretly trying to sow discord between them. Sun Jiaoyang was sad and disappointed with Li Mo. She sent him a text message to break up and went abroad to study with Qian Tian. Li Mo suffered a great blow because of Sun Jiaoyang. He became more indifferent and unpredictable than before. Lin Wanting and Li Mo went to the same university. Her heart, which had died after Li Mo and Sun Jiaoyang started dating, was revived again after they broke up. TSK, his hormone secretion is too strong, and his testosterone is also very active. To put it simply, he's in heat and wants to have sex with you, right? 001 confirmed error statement. That's right, but reproduction on planet Araga is different from that on Earth. So, you should let Li Mo do it. It's a good opportunity to experience it. 001 felt that what Error said made sense, so she let Li Mo do what he wanted and didn't resist. This made Li Mo even more excited. He couldn't help but tighten his grip on 001's hand. Chapter 329. Sweet little angels Li Lin Wanting was still secretly in love with Li Mo, just like when they were in high school. Watching him suffer for the sake of Sun Jiaoyang, torture yourself. Lin Wanting silently guarded Li Mo. After graduation, he even specially went to work in his company. Almost everyone could tell that Lin Wanting liked Li Mo. But she had never confessed to Li Mo. Even if she didn't say it herself, others wouldn't specifically point it out to embarrass her. Everyone had a good impression of such a gentle and reserved girl. Perhaps Li Mo understood Lin Wanting's feelings later on, but he didn't say anything. He just silently distanced himself from Lin Wanting. Lin Wanting was a smart girl. She should be able to understand what Li Mo meant. Lin Wanting didn't say this kind of thing clearly, so if she really did. Both sides were embarrassed. Just like that, Lin Wanting stayed by Li Mo's side for 6 years after Sun Jiaoyang left. After all, they were friends who were neither close nor distant. Later, when Sun Jiaoyang returned to China, Li Mo and she rekindled their relationship. This made Lin Wanting feel very pained. But when she saw Li Mo's happiness, she also wished them well. Then she left alone, regretting it for the rest of her life. You have said so much. What's the problem? 001 asked in confusion. Error. I knew you didn't understand. The problem in this world is this Lin Wanting. He wants to quit. Why? Error. Though it is a good habit to ask when you do not understand. But, you really have too many whys. Error gritted his teeth and said to 001. Then it answered 001's questions. No, it should be the solitary roar of an earth female. Idiot. 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 I'm AF** King Idiot. Upon hearing this, both 001 and Error were stunned. Lady Lin Wanting came from a scholarly family. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that she was the daughter of a respectable family. Looking at 001 who was as quiet as a chicken, Error gulped and said, "Perhaps this is what it means to not perish in silence, but to explode in silence." After hearing Error's words, 001 immediately looked at him with admiration. Error, you're amazing. You've just come to Earth, but you already know so much. Error raised his tail and said, "It's nothing, I just happen to be a little smarter than you." 001 nodded. She had no objection to this. Then, the beautiful lady in the video continued to stomp her feet, her ferocious expression ruining her tranquil and scholarly aura. Li Mo didn't flirt with me, nor did he give me any wrong hints. On the contrary, he really didn't give me any chance. Of course, he's not a scumbag. I have no objections to him. Even my love rival, Sun Jiaoyang, is the same. I'm hating myself for not living up to my expectations. Will you die if you King tell me your feelings for him openly? You clearly knew Li Mo first and liked him first, but you didn't dare to say it, so others dared to say it. I detected that there is a mission that Ms. Lin should do tonight. It is time for us to go. What is it? 001 asked curiously. It's Ms. Lin. She should have found Li Mo's whereabouts tonight. She followed him all the way to the bar and watched him from a distance. Are you saying that Ms. Lin followed a man and watched him for the whole night? For some reason, 001 his tone became a little subtle. Not all night. After Li Mo went home after drinking, Ms. Lin watched him go home and left. It turns out that the females on Earth are also so powerful. 001 couldn't help but murmur. She recalled a fugitive she had chased on planet Araga. She had followed several men and raped them. Those men hid in the corner and cried. Later, when he caught the criminal, they walked out of the shadow. However, later on, they liked to come to see her every time. They said that looking at her made them feel at ease. 001 didn't understand at all. 001 felt that Ms. Lin had a lot of criminal potential. No wonder she later became like the one in the video. However, just like what Tutu said, it was just following a man, watching him and then sending him home. Such a task was indeed a piece of cake for 001. Therefore, 001 and Error set off for the bar confidently. At this time, Li Mo had already arrived at the bar. They could only start from the next part of the plot. On the edge of the bar sat a male. He was between a boy and a man on Earth. He was young and mature, with a unique sense of beauty. 001 learned about the aesthetics of Earth. Although Earth people were ugly in the eyes of Araga people, she knew that Li Mo was a male with outstanding appearance. Because 001 detected that the magnetism around Li Mo was diverting their hormones towards him. There had never been a teenager who looked better than Li Mo in a white shirt. Such a person was between a boy and a man. His clean and refreshing aura was out of place in this bar, but it was as attractive as a poppy. 001 stood not far behind Li Mo, staring at him motionlessly. Error, I think this is very strange. The perverts on Earth seem to be like this. Error searched for the introduction of the perverts on Earth. It was silent for a moment. It seemed to be true. For the sake of the mission, I have wronged you. Error sighed. They were the generals of planet Araga, not the perverts on Earth. Even so, when it came to completing the mission, 001 was the most dutiful. However, at this time, a drunkard suddenly took a wine bottle and threw it at Limo. Warning, warning, the target mission is in danger. Admiral 001. Quickly go to the rescue. Perhaps Li Mo later understood Lin Wanting's feelings, but he did not say anything. He just silently distanced himself from Lin Wanting. Lin Wanting was a smart girl. She should be able to understand Li Mo's meaning. Lin Wanting did not say this kind of thing clearly. If she really made it clear, both sides would be embarrassed. After Sun Jiaoyang left, Lin Wanting stayed with Li Mo for 6 years, always as a close friend. Later, when Sun Jiaoyang returned to China, Li Mo and she rekindled their old relationship. Chapter 330. The cute little angels were too big. It was precisely because the impact was too great, that was why he was trying to cover it up. However, Li Mo clearly knew that he was avoiding a certain feeling, but 001's performance made him unable to ignore it. Li Mo consciously avoided 001, but he couldn't help but pay attention to her. Why isn't she looking at me now? Is she angry? Or when he thought of the guess that made his heart sink, Li Mo didn't even dare to think about it. Or did she not like him anymore? Wasn't this what he wanted her to be like from the beginning? But why did he find it so hard to accept now? Li Mo, who was originally relieved that 001 did not frequently pay attention to him and disturb his heart lake, at this time, his mood was completely down. In fact, 001 felt that she had performed her recent mission very well. She had done everything that was mentioned in the secret love manual. She didn't have to keep an eye on him anymore. Moreover, she heard that it was very comfortable to soak in hot springs on Earth. This made 001 very curious and eager to give it a try. After arriving at the hotel, she made an appointment with other female classmates. It was better to listen to the experienced Earth females on this kind of thing. Therefore, 001 did not have much time to keep an eye on Li Mo at this time. On the other hand, Li Mo frequently cast his gaze at 001. She seemed to be very interested in something. She had been listening attentively with her head tilted. Moreover, the way Lin Wanting smiled. Li Mo had wanted to say a long time ago. It was too much like a tender and elegant little flower blooming alone. However, what was different now? This little flower bloomed silently at the bottom of his heart. Li Mo pursed his lips, looking at Lin Wanting's smile. His heart itched, he wanted to do something. His hands unconsciously clenched. However, even when 001 and her classmates entered the hot spring, Li Mo did not find a chance to talk to her. 001 and her classmates were separated, but they were very close to each other and could talk through a curtain. It was said that this was the special design of this hotel, but in fact, it was specially prepared by Xianghua for 001. If she didn't separate them, how could she deal with her? Xianghua asked someone to put a snake in the hot spring in 001. It was not poisonous. Of course, she was not so crazy to kill people. Xianghua just wanted 001 to make a fool of himself. If he ran out of the hot spring in disheveled clothes, everyone would see it. Especially in front of Li Mo, she really lost a lot of face. However, Xianghua didn't expect that after 001 saw a snake soaking in the hot spring, she didn't panic at all, let alone run out and shout. 001 calmly picked up the snake and held it in front of his eyes to observe it carefully. It was still alive. The snake hissed and stuck out its tongue, as if it was showing off to 001. However, in fact, animals had a more sensitive instinct than humans. It sensed that 001 was a very dangerous existence to it. It was just afraid and wanted to escape. But 001 held the snake's body tightly and looked at its green eyes. Error, is this a snake on the earth? Yes, it's a reptile. It's non-venomous. 001 nodded its little head with interest. Except for human beings, it was the first time that she had been so close to other creatures on the earth. 001 was having a good time playing with the snake, but Xianghua, who was waiting outside, was anxious. Why hasn't there been any reaction for so long? What's going on inside? Xianghua gritted her teeth. She couldn't wait any longer, so she decided to go in and see the situation in person. However, 001 was not scared, but she was so scared that she screamed. 001 was also scared by her voice. Her hand trembled, and the snake flew out of her hand. And so coincidentally, the snake fell on Xianghua. This scared Xianghua out of her wits. Her voice almost pierced through the sky. At this time, 001 suddenly rushed out of the water, bringing with it a splash of water. She grabbed a towel from the side and wrapped it around herself, then ran towards Xianghua. 001 knew that the fragile little females on the earth were afraid of these things, and it was said that males were generally stronger than females. However, when 001 thought of the delicate Liemo, she suddenly felt that the females on earth were really too weak to scare her. She needed to redouble her care. Therefore, 001 put one hand around Xianghua's waist and held her in his arms, and quickly took the snake from her with the other hand. Well, it's all right. Don't be afraid. 001 comforted Xianghua in a soft voice unique to Lin Wanting. It was very comfortable to listen to. Even Xianghua couldn't help sobbing and gradually calmed down under her comfort. 001 reached out and gently wiped away Xianghua's tears. Well, don't cry. It's time to put on your delicate makeup. 001's words made Xianghua stunned. Only then did she realize that she had been nestled in the arms of her enemy. This made her face turn red. She pushed 001 away vigorously and got out of her arms. Who told you to say that? Xianghua said angrily. But she didn't know why her eyes flickered, and she didn't dare to look at 001. In the end, Xianghua secretly glared at 001 and ran away. This made 001 confused. It seemed that the minds of girls on the earth were also difficult to understand. Xianghua made such a big noise before, which alarmed a lot of people. As soon as Liemo heard that it was Lin Wanting's hot spring that had an accident, he hurriedly ran out. Ah, thief! They didn't expect that someone would take advantage of the chaos to steal things. The girls all screamed. Hearing this, 001 hurriedly ran out, but she didn't expect to run into Liemo head-on. 001 was so focused on catching the thief that she didn't notice anything, but Liemo was so angry with her. 001 wanted to run past Li Missouri. She didn't want to stay at all. However, when she passed by Liemo suddenly reached out and grabbed her tightly. Not only that, but this was different from usual. Liemo directly hid 001 in his arms. This surprised 001, so she paused for a moment, and was firmly held in Liemo's arms. However, what greeted 001 was Liemo's exasperated reprimand, which surrounded her like a blanket. Lin Wanting, what are you thinking? Why did you come out dressed like this? Lin Wanting's voice was as soft and gentle as ever, which made Liemo's ears move slightly. He had to admit that when he was waiting for Lin Wanting's clothes, he was unconsciously nervous. He hadn't had a video call with Lin Wanting yet. This perspective was very strange, but Lin Wanting's voice eased this feeling very well. Liemo calmed his tumbling mood and told her what Mama Li had told him. This made the smile on 001's face widen. She said in surprise, "That's great. Thank Auntie for me." Hearing Lin Wanting's words and looking at her expression, Liemo's lips unconsciously showed a smile. Therefore, his words became softer. Wait a minute. I still have some here. I'll show them to you. Which flavor do you like? When Liemo left, 001 took off her clothes and began to change into pajamas. When Liemo re-entered the video interface, the first thing he saw was a small, delicate, and fair waist, and even more beautiful and alluring scenery above it. The mobile phone in Liemo's hand fell immediately, making a loud noise, which was heard by other students in the dormitory. And Liemo's nosebleed finally couldn't help but flow out. He quickly covered his nose. Although Li Mo was fast enough, a few drops still fell on his quilt, showing a kind of dazzling bright red. Li Mo was completely stunned, and his mind was completely filled with the scene he had just seen. After changing her clothes, 001 looked at the black video in confusion. Why did Li Mo suddenly hang up? After Li Mo reacted, he hurriedly covered his mobile phone. He was afraid that others would see such a pornographic scene. However, when the always cold and calm school hunk became like this, it naturally attracted the attention of his roommates. Especially when they saw Li Mo's nosebleed, they all showed a tacit smile between men. Li Mo, I didn't expect you to be like this, Li Mo. That's right. Tell me, did you secretly watch an action movie by yourself just now? Look at him, he's on fire. Li Mo was speechless. He really couldn't explain himself. Moreover, in a sense what they said was right. It was precisely because of this that Li Mo was so frustrated and speechless. Li Mo's silence made them more and more excited. Li Mo simply ignored them and rushed downstairs to the 001 dormitory. Li Mo rushed over with one breath. When he got downstairs, his mind calmed down. What was he doing? However, since he was already here, there was no way Li Mo would back down. Chapter 331. Sweet little angels. Lili Lin Wanting's voice was as gentle as ever, causing Li Mo's ears to twitch slightly. He had to admit it. While he was waiting for Lin Wanting Jiatong, his heart unconsciously tensed up. He had yet to video chat with Lin Wanting. This kind of perspective was very strange. However, Lin Wanting's voice was very good at dispelling this feeling. Li Mo suppressed his tumbling emotions. He told her what Mama Li had told him. This made the smile on 001's face widen, and he said in surprise, "That's great. Thank Auntie for me." Hearing Lin Wanting's words and seeing her expression, Li Mo couldn't help but smile. Thus, his tone became even gentler. "Wait here, I still have some here. I'll show them to you. What flavor do you like?" When Li Mo left, 001 took off his clothes and began to change into pajamas. When Li Mo re-entered the video interface, the first thing that entered his eyes was a small, delicate, and fair waist. There were even more beautiful and alluring sceneries above it. The phone in Li Mo's hand fell to the ground. It was so loud that all the other students in the dormitory heard it. Li Mo couldn't help but have a nosebleed. He quickly covered his nose. Even though Li Mo was fast enough, however, a few drops still fell onto his blanket. It was a dazzling scarlet color. Li Mo was dumbfounded. His mind was completely filled with what he had just seen. After changing his clothes, 001 looked at the black video in confusion. Why did Li Mo suddenly hang up? After Li Mo regained his senses, she hurriedly covered her phone. He was afraid that others would see such a scene. However, the school hunk who had always been cold and calm, had become like this, which naturally attracted the attention of his roommates. Especially when they saw that Li Mo had a nosebleed, they all revealed a knowing smile between men. Li Mo, Li Mo. I didn't expect you to be like this, Li Mo. That's right. Tell me, did you secretly watch an action movie by yourself just now? Look at him, he's on fire. Li Mo was speechless. He really couldn't explain himself. Moreover, in a sense, what they said wasn't wrong. It was precisely because of this that Li Mo felt extremely defeated and speechless. Li Mo's silence made them even more excited. Li Mo simply ignored them and rushed to the entrance of dormitory 001. Li Mo rushed over in one breath. When he reached downstairs, his mind calmed down. What was he doing? However, since he was already here, it was impossible for Li Mo to back down. Therefore, he took a deep breath and called 001. Go downstairs, I'm downstairs. As soon as he heard Lin Wanting's voice, the embarrassment and annoyance just now came up again. Therefore, Li Mo's voice was very cold to Lin Wanting, and he unconsciously used a commanding tone. But 001 didn't care, because she couldn't understand that kind of emotion at all. 001 came down very quickly, wearing only a thin nightgown. Of course, the style was the same as Lin Wanting's usual dressing style, gentle and not revealing. However, when Li Mo saw it, he felt like his head was about to explode. She came out to meet a man in the middle of the night dressed like this. What was she thinking in her mind? In particular, Limo's good eyesight allowed him to clearly see that the girl was not wearing underwear, which made him think of the scene he saw through the video before. Limo quickly covered his nose. He felt that he had the urge to have a nosebleed again. Of course, Limo's mood also became more exasperated because of 001's behavior. He suddenly put down his hand, vigorously pulled 001 to a hidden place, and forcibly put his coat on the other party's shoulders. 001 blinked his eyes in confusion. He stared at Limo with his crystal-clear eyes, as if he was the one who was thinking dirty. Limo couldn't help but exhale, staring at 001 and said, "What the hell are you thinking? Do you know what you are doing?" People like Lin Wanting, who were thoughtful and meticulous in handling things, would not be unaware of the consequences of things. However, because of Lin Wanting's consistent character, it also made Limo believe that she was not the person who used this kind of means to seduce him. However, Limo was really about to go crazy because of Lin Wanting. Of course, 001 would not understand the reason why Limo did this. She just thought that the men on Earth were really delicate. "I know very well," 001 answered firmly. She had always been strong-willed. She would not be confused, shaken, or flinched. She was very clear about her task and goal. However, 001's words made Limo stunned, and he looked at her in disbelief. Limo almost lost his voice. He murmured, "Then why do you do this?" Limo had a faint guess in his heart, but he dared not believe it, and his heart was about to jump out. 001 did not know Limo's mood. She replied without hesitation, "Of course, because that person is you. You are not someone else." Getting the answer he expected, Limo's whole heart was full, and the blush spread uncontrollably from his neck to his cheeks. Limo's eyes flickered, and he almost did not dare to look directly at Lin Wanting. Just like last time, Limo was defeated in front of 001, and he could not find the momentum he had when he came. However, before leaving, Limo still couldn't help whispering to 001, "Remember, don't do this in front of others." 001 nodded obediently, and then Limo left in a trance. After returning to his dormitory, Limo suddenly woke up. What had he just said to Lin Wanting? It seemed that Lin Wanting could only wear it for him to see. Was this what he thought subconsciously? Limo couldn't help covering his face. He couldn't face this cruel fact. The school and other universities were going to hold a friendly competition. Limo and 001 were both selected because of their excellent grades. Moreover, it was said that it was very comfortable to soak in hot springs on the earth, which made 001 very curious and eager to try. Limo's kiss itself explained a lot of problems. It represented his compromise with Lin Wanting. He finally didn't want to escape anymore, and he didn't want to resist the feeling of Lin Wanting in his heart. It also showed that Limo was willing to forget the past and start over with Lin Wanting. He had never been a casual person. This decision was absolutely serious. However, now it was 001 and Error's turn to be stunned. They couldn't accept it. How could this be? 001 and Error almost wanted to beat themselves to death. Were they going to fail their mission? They couldn't imagine it. Although 001 didn't answer for a long time, Limo was not in a hurry. He just kissed her slowly and asked her in a sexy and seductive voice, Limo's last syllable was so seductive that it made one's ears feel like they were about to get pregnant. Limo held 001 in his arms, stroked her gently, and waited patiently for her answer. I think it doesn't matter. Anyway, you want to experience the 7 emotions and 6 desires of the earth. Isn't falling in love with someone also a part of it? What's more, this is before Sun Jiaoyang comes back, so we won't ruin the plot. Anyway, after Sun Jiaoyang comes back, Limo will definitely break up with you. 001 felt that what Error said was very reasonable, so she nodded calmly to Limo and said, "Okay." 001's answer made Limo's heart beat very fast for a moment, and then he was overwhelmed by a burst of ecstasy. Although Limo had expected that Lin Wanting would not refuse him at all, after all, it was so obvious that she liked him. However, hearing her consent in person, Limo's face unconsciously showed a bright smile. Limo couldn't wait to hold 001 tightly in his arms. He couldn't help but bury his cheek in her neck, and said in a muffled voice, "That's great." However, after the ferocious joy subsided, Li Mo also felt that something was amiss. The faint feeling of emptiness couldn't be ignored, but Li Mo temporarily suppressed it. Li Mo's strong emotions couldn't affect 001. She just felt very confused. After all, she didn't understand why things had developed to this point. She always thought that she had completed the mission well. Don't think about it. It's not your fault. It must be that the male creatures on the Earth have different ideas. 001 also accepted error statement. Otherwise, it couldn't be explained at all. After Li Mo and 001 confirmed their relationship, he didn't hide anything anymore. After all, Li Mo had resisted and suppressed himself before. Now that he had admitted it, he naturally didn't care about it anymore. Li Mo and 001 sat together, snuggling intimately. His hand held 001's small hand. Under the cover of their sight, Li Mo couldn't help but gently play with the small hand in his palm. His lips couldn't help but curl up. He had a relaxed and happy smile on his face, which he had never had before. 001 tried to ignore the discomfort in her hand. Chapter 333. Sweet little angels. Lila he had to admit that. When he was waiting for Lin wanting to talk to Jie Tong, his heart unconsciously became nervous. He hadn't had a video call with Lin Wanting yet, so this perspective was very strange. However, Lin Wanting's voice was very good at easing this feeling. Li Mo suppressed his tumbling emotions and told him what Mama Li had told him. This made the smile on 001's face widen. He said in surprise, "That's great, help me thank Auntie." Hearing Lin Wanting's words and looking at her expression, Li Mo's lips unconsciously revealed a smile. Thus his words became even gentler. "Just you wait, I still have some here. I'll show you which flavor you like." When Li Mo left, 001 took off his clothes and began to change into his pajamas. When Li Mo re-entered the video interface, what he saw was a small and delicate white waist, and there were even more beautiful and alluring scenery above it. The phone in Li Mo's hand immediately fell to the ground, making a very loud sound that was heard by the other students in the dormitory. Li Mo's nosebleed finally couldn't help but flow out. He hurriedly covered his nose with his hand. Although Li Mo's speed was fast enough, however, there were still a few drops that landed on his blanket, revealing a glaring red color. Li Mo was completely stunned. His mind was completely filled with the scene he had just seen. 001, on the other hand, looked at the black video in confusion after changing his clothes. Why did Li Mo suddenly hang up? After Li Mo regained his senses, he hurriedly covered his phone. He was afraid that others would see such a restricted scene. However, the always cold and calm school hunk had become like this, which naturally attracted the attention of his roommates. Especially when they saw that Li Mo had a nosebleed, they all revealed a tacit smile between men. Li Mo, Li Mo, I didn't expect you to be like this, Li Mo. That's right. Tell me, did you secretly watch an action movie by yourself just now? Look, he's burning with lust. Li Mo was speechless. He really couldn't explain himself. Moreover, in a sense, what they said wasn't wrong. It was precisely because of this that Li Mo felt extremely defeated and speechless. Li Mo's silence made them even more excited. Li Mo simply ignored them and rushed to the entrance of dormitory 001. Li Mo rushed over in one breath. When he reached downstairs, his mind calmed down. What was he doing? However, since he was already here, it was impossible for Li Mo to back down. Therefore, he took a deep breath and called 001. Go downstairs, I'm downstairs. As soon as he heard Lin Wanting's voice, the feeling of shame and annoyance just now came up again. Therefore, Li Mo's voice was very cold to Lin Wanting, and he unconsciously used a commanding tone. But 001 didn't care, because she couldn't understand that kind of emotion at all. 001 came down very quickly, wearing only a thin nightgown. Of course, the style was the same as Lin Wanting's usual dressing style, gentle and not revealing. However, in Li Mo's eyes, it still made his brain explode. She dressed like this to meet a man in the middle of the night. What was she thinking in her mind? In particular, Li Mo's good eyesight allowed it to clearly see that the girl was not wearing underwear, which made him think of the scene he saw through the video before. Li Mo quickly covered his nose. He felt that he had the urge to have a nosebleed again. Of course, Limo's mood also became more exasperated because of 001's behavior. He suddenly put down his hand, vigorously pulled 001 to a hidden place, and forcibly put his coat on the other party's shoulders. 001 blinked his eyes in confusion. He stared at Limo with his crystal-clear eyes, as if he was the one who was thinking dirty. Limo couldn't help but exhale, staring at 001 and said, "What the hell are you thinking? Do you know what you are doing?" People like Lin Wanting, who were thoughtful and meticulous in handling things, would not be unaware of the consequences of things. However, because of Lin Wanting's consistent character, it also made Limo believe that she was not the person who used this kind of means to seduce him. However, Limo was really about to go crazy because of Lin Wanting. Of course, 001 would not understand the reason why Limo did this. She just thought that the men on Earth were really delicate. "I know very well," 001 answered firmly. She had always been strong-willed. She would not be confused, shaken, or flinched. She was very clear about her task and goal. However, 001's words made Limo stunned, and he looked at her in disbelief. Limo almost lost his voice. He murmured, "Then why do you do this?" Limo had a faint guess in his heart, but he dared not believe it, and his heart was about to jump out. 001 did not know Limo's mood. She replied without hesitation, "Of course, because that person is you. You are not someone else." Getting the answer he expected, Limo's whole heart was full, and the blush spread uncontrollably from his neck to his cheeks. Limo's eyes flickered, and he almost did not dare to look directly at Lin Wanting. Just like last time, Limo was defeated in front of 001, and he could not find the momentum he had when he came. However, before leaving, Limo still couldn't help whispering to 001, "Remember, don't do this in front of others." 001 nodded obediently, and then Limo left in a trance. After returning to his dormitory, Limo suddenly woke up. What had he just said to Lin Wanting? It seemed that Lin Wanting could only wear it for him to see. Was this what he thought subconsciously? Limo couldn't help covering his face. He couldn't face this cruel fact. The school and other universities were going to hold a friendly competition. Limo and 001 were both selected because of their excellent grades. They were all treated very well, but because they were from different departments, Limo and 001 did not sit together. Limo didn't know whether he should heave a sigh of relief or feel a little disappointed. Otherwise, even if she didn't say that she liked him, she had done so much for Limo in secret for 6 years. How could he not be touched? If she confessed at this time, even if he didn't like her and was willing to date her, the chances of them going out together would be very high. In the end, she really didn't seize the chance at all. In this case, how could she have the face to regret it for the rest of her life? It was clear that she didn't do her best. Otherwise, if she did her best for the person she liked, it would be a beautiful memory when she was old, not a regret. Moreover, Lin Wanting didn't expect that she would regret it for the rest of her life. If she really liked Limo that much, it would have been good if she had tried all ways to get him when she was young. In short, Lin Wanting didn't want to face a fool like herself, so she quit, and then the world went out of control. 001 felt that Lin Wanting's vulgar and harsh voice was too ugly. She was such a beautiful person. Everyone has a different way of liking someone. You shouldn't insult yourself like that. Although I don't understand feelings, I also know that Ms. Lin's self-control and waiting for you when she was young was very beautiful. No matter, you don't have to say more. In short, I seem to have activated some kind of mechanism, and I can no longer go back to the good old days. After that, Lin Wanting disappeared, leaving 001 and Error looking at each other. What should we do, Error? Do you still remember our mission? Since she quit, then you have to replace her to maintain the plot of this world. 001 remembered the real reason why they came to Earth. It turned out that this was the mission. Do you understand? 2 asked 001 seriously. 001 nodded solemnly, took over the mission as usual, and performed the highest Araga etiquette. I understand. I will complete it. Yes, we just do what Lin Wanting wants. This shouldn't be difficult. 001 and its companion were both very confident in themselves. After all, they always completed the best missions on planet Araga. At this time, It is already the summer vacation after Lin Wanting and the others graduated from high school. Sun Jiaoyang has already gone abroad. Huh. 001 was surprised. It seems that Ms. Lin just feels that the next 6 years are unbearable. You are really good. You actually used an idiom correctly. Era's praise made 001 proud. This is nothing. I can't be arrogant. I still need to work hard. I detected that there is a mission that Ms. Lin should do tonight. It is time for us to go. What is it? 001 asked curiously. It's Ms. Lin. She should have found Li Mo's whereabouts tonight. She followed him all the way to the bar and watched him from a distance. Are you saying that Ms. Lin followed a man and watched him for the whole night? For some reason, 001 his tone became a little subtle. Not all night. On the other hand, 001 didn't care because she couldn't understand that kind of emotion at all. 001 came down very quickly, wearing only a thin nightgown. Of course, the style was the same as Lin Wanting's usual dressing style, gentle and not revealing. However, in Li Mo's eyes, it still made his brain explode. She came out to meet a man dressed like this in the middle of the night. What was she thinking in her mind? In particular, Li Mo's good eyesight allowed him to clearly see that the girl wasn't wearing any underwear, which reminded him of the scene he saw through the video before. Li Mo quickly covered his nose. He felt that he had the urge to have a nosebleed again. Of course, Li Mo's mood also became more anxious because of 001's behavior. He suddenly put down his hand, vigorously pulled 001 to a hidden place, and forced his coat on the other party's shoulders. 001 blinked his eyes in confusion. He stared at Li Mo with his crystal-clear eyes, as if he was the one who was thinking dirty. Li Mo couldn't help but exhale, staring at 001 and said, "What the hell are you thinking? Do you know what you're doing?" Lin Wanting is a thoughtful and meticulous person, so she will not be unaware of the consequences of this matter. However, because of Lin Wanting's consistent character, Li Mo also believed that she was not the person who used this kind of means to seduce him. However, Li Mo was really about to go crazy because of Lin Wanting. Of course, 001 would not understand the reason why Li Mo did this. She just thought that the men on Earth were really meticulous. I know very well. 001's answer was loud and clear. She had always been strong-willed. She would not be confused, shaken, nor would she retreat. She was very clear about her task and goal. However, 001's words made Li Mo stunned, and he looked at her in disbelief. Li Mo almost lost his voice. He murmured, "Then why do you do this?" Li Mo had a faint guess in his heart, but he dared not believe it, and his heart was about to jump out. 001 didn't know how Li Mo felt. She replied without hesitation, "Of course, because that person is you. You're not someone else." After getting the answer he had expected, Li Mo's whole heart was full, and the blush spread uncontrollably from his neck to his cheeks. Li Mo's eyes flickered, and he almost didn't dare to look directly at Lin Wanting. Just like last time, Li Mo was defeated in front of 001, and he could not find the momentum he had when he came. However, before leaving, Li Mo still couldn't help whispering to 001, "Remember, don't do this in front of others." 001 nodded obediently, and then Li Mo left in a trance. After returning to his dormitory, Li Mo suddenly woke up. What had he just said to Lin Wanting? It seemed that Lin Wanting could only wear it for him to see. Was this what he thought subconsciously? Li Mo couldn't help covering his face. He couldn't face this cruel fact. Chapter 337. Sweet little angels Lila, but she still needed to work hard on the remaining 8, and follow the 2 that she had completed before. Not bad, I didn't expect you to have such a good comprehension. Keep up the good work like before. After being encouraged by the error, this made 001 even more confident in herself. The cram school emphasized a balance between work and rest, not to mention that this was indeed a special class. The students here could not just have good academic results, but also a comprehensive development. Therefore, the teacher organized an outing for the cram school. They had to bring their own materials, cooking and building sleeping tents, etc. Although 001 did not understand any common sense on Earth, the people on planet Araga already had the most powerful receiver and data processing center. Those academic problems. 001 scanned and analyzed again, and the answer came out. Therefore, 001's results were slightly better than Lin Wanting's previous results, faintly approaching Liu Mo. This made Liu Mo unable to help but look at her. For some reason, he suddenly thought of a sentence, turning it into the power of the broken love guard. Liu Mo was not a person who liked to think too much, but Lin Wanting's recent actions could not help but make him think too much. 001 felt that he always wanted to have physical contact with the other party, and divert his attention when the other party was looking at a beautiful woman. These 2 points could be skipped directly. Because Lin Wanting was too shy, it was impossible for him to have physical contact with Liu Mo, and Liu Mo was not a person who looked at beautiful women. Then, 001 began to implement the 5th point. He always wanted to know the other party's secrets. She had to investigate this in secret. After all, it was impossible for Lin Wanting to ask openly. Of course. 001 felt that observation was the most effective way to gather information, just like how she had fought in the past. To understand her sweetheart, it was nothing more than his likes and habits. This was all told to 001 by the error from a Baidu search. Therefore, from the moment Liu Mo stepped into the campus, 001 brazenly used her burning gaze to fall on him. As she read, she took out a notebook and pen and wrote it down. Today, it's still a white shirt and trousers. After several days of observation, 001 had discovered Liu Mo's style of dressing. She wrote a note on the side. This can be used as a reference for gifts for Liu Mo in the future. But 001 thought of the 10th point in the secret love handbook. The gift should be close to the body. This doesn't seem to be close enough. 001 glanced at Liu Mo's lower body. She immediately scanned Liu Mo's body data, analyzed his model, and wrote it down. This way, it would be easier to send underwear to him in the future. Liu Mo suddenly felt a chill run down his spine, but he couldn't tell why. He still felt that Lin Wanting's gaze sent chills down his spine. It was as if ever since the college entrance examinations, Lin Wanting had let go of some burden. In Liu Mo's eyes, Lin Wanting was still gentle and introverted. She would not declare her love as enthusiastically and boldly as Sun Jiaoyang. However, when Liu Mo thought of Lin Wanting's bright eyes staring at him, he firmly denied it with his mouth, which really made his mood a little complicated. Lin Wanting was to show that she liked him in every way, but she didn't say it with her mouth, which was the opposite of Sun Jiaoyang. Even when they were eating in the canteen, Lin Wanting sat not far away from him and stared at him. She looked at him while eating, which made Liu Mo have an illusion that he was the food on her plate. Liu Mo's friends didn't have time to make fun of him. Being stared at so passionately while eating, they all felt uncomfortable. 001 quickly stored all the information in her mind. She remembered all the food that Liu Mo liked to eat. After the meal, Liu Mo couldn't help but stop Lin Wanting. Yes, this lady never came up to talk to him. It seemed that she didn't disturb his life at all, except for her figure everywhere and her eyes on him all the time. Lin Wanting came and left quietly, but Liu Mo couldn't ignore her. He couldn't bear it anymore, so he stopped her. Lin Wanting, what are you doing? Liu Mo's tone became impolite. Although he had a cold temperament, he would never be rude to girls. It seemed that he was really forced by 001. I'm eating. 001 answered naturally. She didn't understand why Liu Mo asked such an obvious question. Didn't he even know this? Liu Mo felt helpless again. He gnashed his teeth and asked directly, "Why do you always appear beside me and stare at me all the time?" Lin Wanting had never said that she liked him, let alone publicized it. When others asked her, she would always get a negative answer. However, everyone thought that Lin Wanting didn't mean it, or that she was too shy to admit it. Because Lin Wanting's love for Liu Mo was too obvious, anyone with a discerning eye could see it, so it was useless for her to deny it. The new secretary department school beauty liked the business administration school hunk. This was their tacit understanding. Liu Mo. He thought of the feeling of being dominated by Lin Wanting's eyes in high school. Couldn't he escape when he was in college? No, one day, he actually had to use the word escape, which was quite sad in itself. In the classroom, Liu Mo sat in his seat, looking straight ahead, listening to the teacher's lecture carefully. It wasn't until he smelled a familiar fragrance beside him that Liu Mo had a feeling that it was as he expected. The person sitting next to Li Mo was naturally 001. This was the basic quality of a secret admirer, and 001 had always done a good job. However, in fact, the seat next to Li Mo was indeed occupied by Lin Wanting, but she didn't do it herself. In addition to 001's roommate Sun Sun, who would help her occupy that seat, there was also Li Mo's roommate. It was said that it was because 001's eyes were always on Li Mo, and she tried every means to get close to him and inquire about him. Such infatuation moved them. Students from other faculties also did the same, helping her to secure seats beside Li Mo. Chapter 339. Cute Little Angels. Could it be that he was such a fickle and playboy man? Sun Jiaoyang had only left him not long ago, and he had already started to pay attention to other women? However, Lin Wanting's every move made him feel helpless. But there was also an indescribable feeling. Li Mo really couldn't help but care about it. These things made Li Mo upset. He sat down by the pool and threw stones into it. Recent events flashed before his eyes. It was like a mess, which made Li Mo's mood worse and worse. Li Mo simply took off his clothes and put them aside. He plunged into the water. He wanted to calm himself down. A brain that had lost its rationality and calmness was the most terrifying. Things would only get worse and worse. At this moment, 001 arrived here. When she heard the sound of the water, she increased her speed and shouted, "Li Mo!" Li Mo instinctively jumped out of the water splashed everywhere, and he happened to meet 001's eyes on the shore. There was a deathly silence. Li Mo was completely stunned. He didn't know how to react at all. 001, on the other hand, heaved a sigh of relief. Li Mo was still alive. The night wind blew over, causing Li Mo's body to involuntarily shrink. Only then did he wake up. Li Mo suddenly realized. What kind of state was he in now? He had no clothes on and was naked in the water. And Lin Wanting saw everything from the shore. Li Mo's body was completely stiff, and so was his expression. He didn't know how to react at all. Li Mo had never encountered such a difficult situation in his life. He even felt that he was very stupid to be entangled in those things just now. Compared to this, what did it count as? 001 doesn't know what Li Mo is thinking. She looks at him motionless in the water. She watched him not move in the water. 001 smiled gently and said, "Li Mo, I'll pull you up." Li Mo. Li Mo turned his head around like a robot, making creaking sounds. Li Mo's eyes widened uncontrollably as if he was startled. This kind of expression had never appeared on Li Mo's face, which was really an eye-opener. But upon closer inspection, this added a childish air to Li Mo's body, making him look rather cute. Why was she just standing there and watching? Could it be that she was not frightened and would not scream in panic? Surprisingly, Lin Wanting did not turn her back. She even stretched out her hand to pull him up with a calm expression. Could it be that he was making a fuss out of nothing? When a girl sees a naked man, it's not a big deal anymore. Li Mo's mind was in a mess. He was confused by 001's actions. However, for the people of planet Araga, they did not need clothes in their form, so they did not feel anything when Li Mo exposed himself. 001 frowned slightly. But why hadn't Li Mo acted yet? The creatures on Earth were so fragile. If he stayed in the water for a long time, his body would not be well. Just as 001 was about to bend down to catch Li Missouri, the sound of footsteps and laughter came from the other side of the forest. 001 curiously turned her head to look at Li Mo. At this time, Li Mo finally moved. He grabbed 001's hand and dragged her into the water. There was only one thought in Li Mo's mind at that time. He must not let them see this. Otherwise they would not be able to explain themselves. Li Mo dragged 001 over, held her body in his arms, and took her to hide behind a big rock. However, Li Mo realized that he had made a stupid decision. Because he was not wearing anything, but he was pressed tightly against the warm and fragrant soft jade in his arms. In this chilly night wind and ice-cold pond water, the soft and smooth body in his arms was the only warmth he had. Hugging Lin Wanting tighter was the human instinct to absorb heat, but this made Li Mo feel Lin Wanting's body more deeply. Especially when Li Mo's big hand covered Lin Wanting's small mouth, he felt her hot breath in his palm and her delicate and soft lips. This caused Li Mo's heart to involuntarily feel strange, like shallow ripples on the surface of a lake. Li Mo's hand trembled uncontrollably. He put himself in a more awkward situation, but now he was really in a difficult position. 001 did not resist in Li Mo's arms. She felt inexplicable about his series of actions, and she had no idea what he wanted to do. And the people who came were a man and a woman. They were not classmates, but a young couple. Instead of sleeping in the middle of the night, the young couple came to this place. Was there a need to say what they were doing? Sure enough, the young couple did not say much and went straight to the point. Soon, there was a flirtatious sound in the woods. Li Mo. The skin covered by his hand and the place where his body was pressed against Lin Wanting became hot. Li Mo had never been so embarrassed in his life. If he could go back in time, Li Mo would definitely not come here at night without sleeping. Even if he came here, he would not go down to take a bath, let alone pull Lin Wanting into the water. But there was no medicine for regret in this world. However, there was no medicine for regret in this world. Even if he wanted to dig a hole and hide in it, Li Mo had to face it bravely. What was more embarrassing than watching a love action movie with a girl? You were naked, and the girl was wet. What was worse was that the two of you were pressed against each other. Even if Li Mo had no desire for Lin Wanting, he could not go against a man's instinct. Moreover, it was easy to arouse desire at night, and there was the excitement of a wild fight in the woods. As the sound in his ears grew louder and louder, their movements became more and more intense. Feeling Lin Wanting in his arms, Li Mo could not help but breathe faster. He was very glad that Lin Wanting was completely blocked. She could not see the situation on the other side, but she could hear it. This made the atmosphere between the two of them even more ambiguous, until Li Mo's body reacted. Li Mo was completely stiff, and he did not dare to look at 001 at all. However, his body seemed to be consciously rubbing 001, looking for the most comfortable way for himself. However, after the physical pleasure, he was faced with the torture of the soul. Such a combination of ice and fire really made Li Mo have an indescribable feeling. Since the two people came in, 001 has been secretly watching their actions. That's right, a live broadcast of the two of them. It turns out that this is the reproduction of creatures on the Earth. The information has been collected. In the eyes of 001, this was just a normal human instinct. She did not feel anything else. She did not know all the complex psychological and physiological reactions of Li Mo, until 001 felt something behind him. 001 had analyzed it from the image just now. It was a male reproductive organ. This meant that the male wanted to go in and reproduce the next generation, but obviously, Li Mo could not be here. 001 also understood that if it was not solved, it would damage the health of the Earth's males. The two people over there finally came to an end. They stopped and left in a hurry. 001 turned to look at Li Mo and asked, "Are you okay?" Li Mo. Since the two people left, Li Mo relaxed his body a little, and his body felt weak. But in fact, Li Mo's forehead was full of sweat, and it seemed that he was having a hard time holding back. The places that had hardened before did not soften at all. Li Mo was very ashamed of his subconscious action of stroking Lin Wanting, although he could not forget that feeling. However, it was suddenly exposed by Lin Wanting, and blood rushed to Li Mo's head. Li Mo felt that the face in his life was completely lost in front of Lin Wanting. Li Mo was silent. He did not know what he should say to Lin Wanting. 001 thought that she should help him. Was he embarrassed to ask? However, before 001 could speak, Li Mo's eyes landed on her, and he quickly looked away as if he had been scolded by her. 001's clothes were all wet and stuck to her body. It was faintly discernible and fatally tempting. You're tuning in to the Xiaofan's Wuxia Tales YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.